GM. It is 27th of February, 2025. Let's take a look at Bitcoin and the crypto market today. See where we're at after our large sell-off out of the range that we've been in ever since November, really, November, December. Looks like Bitcoin is trying to find some footing at the 200 period moving average right here. Tag the liquidity that I have marked right here on the chart at the 85 level, 85,000. Reclaiming it. It only spent 8 hours-ish underneath it. Our ribbon is bullish. The lower time frames are starting to curl down on it. The bands are bearish. The market structure is bearish. And we have our descending trend line above. Yeah, we got a little bit of resistance above here for Bitcoin to work its way back through to reclaim the bottom of this sideways range that we were in here. The box has now flipped to red as it is now resistance instead of support like it was before. Makes sense that price is starting to bounce here as that's a pretty violent sell-off. Good news for the bulls in the short term is this leaves some inefficiencies there as there's a gap right there. And there's a gap right there that also can get filled. Gaps tend to get filled. So a relief bounce isn't out of the cards and would not surprise me. Below us for support, if you look on the weekly, we have our 50 period moving average on the weekly, which has acted as support so far in this bull run. So that is the line in the sand that has to get defended by the bulls. Till then, see how far this bounce can take us. Going down to the 4 hour. Bearish bands, bearish structure, bearish ribbon. Still bearish. First level to reclaim is this market structure level right here. As we are making low, high, lower low, lower high, lower low. Until we can break that level there in the 89,000 area. That's the level to flip this series of lower highs and lower lows back to, at the very least, neutral. Now, price is below the bands and they are wide. So, again, it tends not to break through wide bands right away. Some consolidation here while the bands would flatten out, hopefully higher lows in price before any move to the upside is expected. Take a look at Ethereum here. We have bearish ribbon, bearish bands, bearish structure. Ethereum is bearish on the daily. Still trying to reclaim this block right here. So I haven't changed the color yet. Ethereum's got some work to do. Although it is hanging out right there. As you can see, price did tag it from below, tag it from above. Tag it from above. Tag it from above. That level is a pretty important level, along with the all-important 2800 level, which couldn't break through and led to this breakdown. Go down to the 4 hour chart. It's going to be similar to Bitcoin. It's bearish ribbon, bearish bands, bearish market structure. For the structure to flip, we got to reclaim the 2500 level right in here because of the low, lower high, lower low. In order to flip that, we need to make a higher high, which is at that level right there on the 4 hour. Bearish ribbon, bearish bands. Again, these bands got to flatten out so price can make some higher lows and flip above them. Take a look at Ethereum versus Bitcoin. Same deal. Just trying to break market structure down to the bearish again. Bands are bearish, ribbons bearish. It's bearish. That's it. It's better to own Bitcoin. Take a look at Solana. Got our big unlock day marked here in a couple days. Our structure is slightly different as Solana has tried to find a bottom sooner, 2 days ago with this candle here. Although we are quite a ways away from this band. The ribbon is neutral right now. Solana 2 as well has some work to do. Have multiple trend lines from above. This yellow trend line coming down has been respected from underneath, then respected from on top, respected from underneath again. It's the same deal with the blue trend line. Respected from underneath, respected from above, and now we're back down below it again. These angled trend lines here, they're not straight up support and resistance. They're more areas of interest. And they do act as kind of minor support and resistance. Price is quite a ways away from these bands. Like this was a very impulsive candle coming down on the daily here on Solana. It was a 15% down day on a big asset like Solana. So the bulls have some work to do. However, this big unlock here in a couple days may act as a bottom depending on how the big players handle their allocation of Solana tokens that they're going to get. We are approaching an area of support below with this big green box right here. So I do have my eyes on Solana for a trade. See the way it shapes up. As you can see, the series of lower highs and lower lows has slowed more on Solana than it has on Bitcoin. Where on Bitcoin, that was much more impulsive candle down away from the high. Solana is closer to breaking that structure of lower highs and lower lows. The bands are starting to flatten out, but they're a bit wide still. The ribbon is bearish. This is on the 4 hour chart. So first step for the bulls is to reclaim the 145 level and hold above it. Start making some higher lows in the meantime. Solana versus Bitcoin. Also trying to find a bottom here. We did break down from this sideways channel we were in. This here is a pretty violent move down to the downside. So if you were to draw a trend line on that, that is a super, super steep trend line. They tend not to hold. So a bounce is not out of the question here for Solana versus Bitcoin. We'll keep our eye on how it reacts at the big unlock day here on March 1st. Let's see here. There it is right there. Whoa. Not what I wanted. There we go. Tagged is the big unlock. So, overall analysis here. Market's trying to find a bottom on this downwards move that we've had. And that's about it. Short-term traders market, unless we can break down to past this level right here. If we break down to this level back down here, maybe in for some more downside and some more trend trading. GM to that.